Terrence Shannon Jr.'s trial pushed forward today in Lawrence, Kansas. Yesterday was all about choosing the jurors. Today focused on presenting evidence and hearing testimony. WCIA 3's Amanda Brennan walks us through step by step what happened inside the courtroom.
We are here for day 2 of the trial. I'll take appearances from counsel at this time, please.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. spent his Tuesday in front of Kansas Judge Amy Hanley.
All right, Mr. Barr, let's bring in the jury.
This is all surrounding an alleged rape at a University of Kansas bar, the Jayhawk Cafe, in September 2023. Prosecutors say the former Illini inappropriately touched an 18, now 19-year-old, leading to felony charges and a 6-game suspension from the basketball team. Trial started with opening statements from both sides.
My name is Samantha Foster.
Foster went through what her client, the victim, said happened that night in the bar.
She starts to get really overwhelmed and overstimulated.
That's when she and the friend start making their way to the exit, but the victim makes eye contact with a, quote, tall guy
that she thought was pretty cute.
Foster says that was the defendant. He waved her over and helped her through the crowd. His hand goes to her right hip and drops it to inappropriately touch her. She was, quote, absolutely shocked.
She did not know this man. They had not spoken.
She and the friend leave, go home, and she searches rosters online. That's because she didn't know who it was, but recognized other athletes in the area.
She looks at the Illinois basketball roster, and there's Mr. Shannon. She checks Instagram to double check herself, and she knows that that is the man who had waved her over and who inserted his fingers into her body.
Next, Foster explains that the victim went to the Lawrence Police Department in the morning to make a report. She later went to the hospital for a sexual assault exam. The main argument from the defense, they say it was not Shannon. They say with his height and the position they were standing, it couldn't have been him.
And Terrence Shannon brings her to his side with his hand down to his side to the woman 1 foot shorter than him. He somehow, apparently without disturbing the woman next to him, without catching the eye of anyone around them in this extraordinarily crowded bar, reaches down and is able to insert his fingers into her vagina. You can think about whether that makes sense.
And it wasn't caught on camera. Trisha Bath, Shannon's attorney, slamming the Lawrence Police Department as well.
They've never gone back to the Hawk and said, give me the 2 or 3 guys who were working outside the Martini Room on September 8th and into the early morning hours tonight.
She also alleges police didn't talk to Kansas basketball players who were in the same area that night until February, 5 months later. She says detectives also didn't talk to 2 of Shannon's friends who were with him from the Illinois basketball program. But she later gets into details of who and what you can see in evidence from that night.
In the video, you can't see the person's head, but you see his arm draped around Kevin's shoulders and this person's left hand hanging over Kevin's shoulder. And then when the music really gets going, you see everybody's arms go up and they're singing and they're dancing, and you see the arm, the right arm of this person. This right arm's got a whole lot of tattoos on it. Mr. Shannon doesn't have tattoos on his right arm.
So who does his lawyer think did it?
People who were in the bar will tell you Arterial Morris was in that position.
2 weeks before the alleged incident happened, he was charged with rape and later dismissed from the KU basketball program. Those charges later dropped. Amanda Brennan, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
For a more in-depth dive of today's statements, head to WCIA.com for a full breakdown.